We start things, leave it, jump to the next one, start, leave it, jump to the next one. Tomorrow somebody says that come and take a course. You fly and go, you are going to take a course. Another day someone says come and learn mechanic. You are there to learn mechanic. You are goalless. If you are not being intentional about your happiness, I'm sorry, you will be sad. We cannot wink our way through life. You will not get the best out of life if you are not living an intentional life. Hello you all, welcome to my channel. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my channel. Why am I so excited today? Yes, I'm excited because today's topic is hot. Living an intentional life. Living a life of intention. So let's start by defining what is intention. An anticipated outcome that is intended or that guides your planned actions. That's the definition of intention. And then the definition of intentional, characterized by conscious design or purpose. So you see that living a purposeful life and living an intentional life is actually the same thing. If you want to live a life of purpose, you have to be intentional. So let's go back to the definition of intent or intention. An anticipated outcome that is intended or that guides your planned action. I always say that you cannot get to a destination you have not seen. It's not possible. We can sit and listen to all the motivational speakers tell us you can do it. Even me, I'll tell you, you can do it. But if you don't know what to do, you will not get the outcome. You will not get the results you really want. If you don't even know what your result is, you will never truly live that life of purpose. So you have to have a picture of where you are going to. You have to have a destination. Because it said here that an anticipated outcome that guides your planned action. So there should be a plan and there should be an action. We cannot wink our way through life. You will not get the best out of life if you are not living an intentional life. If you are not being intentional about your happiness, I'm sorry, you will be sad. If you are not intentional about your career, you will fail. And this is not me saying that failure is a problem, but you will not feel fulfilled. You will not be purposeful. You will not fulfill purpose. So today, as we hammer on the part of intentionality, we have to have some sort of a picture of what we want our future to look like. And now when it comes to intentionality, today I'm going to talk about some aspects that I feel like we have to really get intentional about. It's a broad topic, but just so you know, everything about your life that you want a result from, you have to be intentional to get it. So some of the aspects that I feel like you cannot wink your way through it. Relationship. One, your relationship with God. When I started my spiritual journey, that's when I began to understand that it's not about just going to church. It's not just about showing up on Sunday and feeling like, okay, that is it. You have to create a relationship with God and be intentional about it. I always tell people I'm always on a project with God. I'm a project, I know. My being is a project. I'm a divine project. But then I have sub-projects that I'm with God. At every given time, me and God, we are working on something. So I'm very intentional with my relationship with God. I don't just do it anyhow. And that's something I feel like people should start taking serious. We are living in times that are very trivial. We are not ignorant of the plans of the devil. We don't have time to sit and talk about the devil, but we are not ignorant of the plans of the devil. So we know who we are in Christ, but we cannot just be like, okay, that's my father. Jesus is my father. I know I'm God's favorite. And any day you have to really get intentional with building that relationship with God. Then your relationship with man. If you have to make it in this life, you have to be intentional with your relationship. You see this earth, it is ruled by man. God gave man dominion over earth. So no spirit can function on earth without man's permission. So if you think you can wiggle your way through life without having a relationship with man of some sort, then you are setting yourself up for failure. So we have to get clear and be very intentional with our relationship with men. Who are the people you spend your time with? Who are the people you talk to? Who are the people you can call when it comes to spirituality? Who are the people you can call when it comes to finances? You should have people in your life, strategic people that you know are go-to people. Don't crowd yourself with people that are just there. God is very intentional with his words, with his every action. He says his word will not come back void until it fulfills its purpose. So even the things that God says, it's for a reason. I see how sometimes we just sit, we open our mouths, word comes out, wow. We just talk. And I was just saying, I was just talking. No. You have to be intentional with your word. You have to be intentional with the people. Like I said, relationship with man. We should not just go about life and just having people. Then when you really need people, nobody is there. They are nowhere to be found because we're not intentional with those relationships. Now, when I talk about relationship with man and getting really intentional, if you are intentional with your relationship, like I said, you put people in your life in order of priorities. And when you prioritize people, you know how you invest your time into those people. You cannot be all things to all men. People cannot just be the same to you. Everybody is just my friend. Everybody is my father. Everybody is my sister. Everybody is my... It cannot be like that. Then you are not being intentional. You have people that are your inner circle. You have people that get into your temple. You have people that you know if they say, let us pray, you have a spiritual problem, you will call them and you go to bed knowing that they will pray for you. You have people that you know if they going gets tough, you will call them financially and they will back you. You have people you know if you need advice about something, you know exactly where to go. I had to learn that people cannot just be people. No, I need people for strategic reasons, and I have people that come to me because we live in a time where everybody wants to take, nobody is willing to give. I always tell my family, each time we pray for our destiny helpers, people whom God have positioned in life to help us, and that we should also meet the people we have been positioned to help. So as you are going about looking for destiny helper, you too should be someone's destiny helper. Position yourself in a way that can reach out and help another person. Get really intentional with your relationship, who you spend your time with. If someone is not that close to you, I don't understand how you say you want to build solid relationship, and then instead of investing more time with the people that truly mean something to you, you are there spreading yourself thin with all kind of people. You are there, you are attending all birthday parties, you are on every wedding, you are everybody's friend. Like, it's not possible. I don't even understand how people do that. I don't know where you get the energy from. I don't know how people survive with that. But channel your energy. Really get intentional with your friendship or with your relationship with men. So much so that your circle is small. But it's not about quantity. It's about quality. Have quality people in your life. If you have to grow, you have to work on your relationship. So I've talked about relationship with God. Now relationship with man. Another thing is get intentional with your finances. Have a clear goal. Where do you want to be 5-10 years from now? If you don't have a picture of it, then you'll just be doing like this with your finances. There are some people who work for 10 years. After 10 years, you ask them, what happened to your money? They don't know. Because they didn't have a plan. They didn't have a goal. They had no intention for their finances. Get clear with your finances. This is what I want to do. Maybe I've been in debt. So this year, my intention is to pay off my debts. I've been working and I've never saved. So I'm getting very intentional with my finances because I want to start saving. When you are clear about your financial situation, it starts helping you on how you spend. where your money goes to. And before you know it, when you sit back to like really analyze your finances and trace your finances, you'll see that sometimes you were spending on things that are really not that meaningful to you. And now you curb your expenditure. You start setting the things that you throw your money on and what you don't put your money in. It will only happen when you become very clear with your financial goals. So you have to get clear intention with your relationship with God, your relationship with man, your finances. Another thing is your health. What are your intentions for your health? You want to eat anyhow. You want to do anyhow. And then get the best out of life, Abi. And then you live long and you live healthy. No, it's not going to work. For you to be healthy, you have to define what healthy is. How can I be healthy? What do I need to do to stay healthy? How can I start taking my health serious? I cannot just eat everything. I cannot just take my exercises lightly. I cannot just ignore certain things that concern my health. When you get intentional with your health, you start looking out for things that really nourish your health. You start looking at becoming mindful of the things you eat. You start becoming mindful of how you sleep and how you spend your time. So get intentional with your health. I feel like we might have just 3 months to the end of 2023, but these are things that you can still work on. If you've never taken your health serious, maybe you should start looking into it and actually sit and be like, am I healthy? Am I living a healthy lifestyle? I want to live for my children. I was having a conversation with someone the other day and they are like, I love my family. I can die for my family. And I asked her, can you live for your family? We don't want to die for our family. We want to live for them. They want you alive. And for you to be alive and not healthy, I don't think that's a good thing. Except you've not been with a patient in your family. Except health has not been a challenge. And sometimes we take it for granted because we just wake up and we breathe and our lungs are functioning. You can want to pee and you just go and pee. Your legs can still carry you around. Till the day you wake up and your legs cannot move you around. Till the day you wake up and you feel like peeing and the pee cannot come out. Then you will know that peeing was a luxury. You don't want to get to that place. So you start taking your health serious. Really get intentional. Go for checkups because they say prevention is better than cure. You don't have to wait till your health deteriorates. You get to the point where you don't have any other thing than to just, the only feeling you have is to be healthy. You don't have the energy and the time to think about goals and this because you are sick. Some of these things can be avoided if we can really take out time to look into our health. So get intentional with your health. Because in life, you cannot do anyhow and not get it anyhow. People, you cannot wink your way through life. We can try and fail. You try something that you have a result, an expected result from. Not that you try this, fail, then you jump from here. Today you are doing this. Tomorrow somebody says that come and take a course. You fly and go, you are going to take a course. Someone says come and learn mechanic. You are there to learn mechanic. And then someone says there's a new business. Pap, you are there. Because you don't have a goal. You are goalless. You are just like a bird flying. Wind can take you to any direction. When you have a clear goal, when you know where you are going to, you will choose your road. There are some roads that might be very clear, but you are like, this road does not take me to my destination. And you will not walk it. It doesn't align with my goal. I was talking with someone and they said they wanted to take a course. And I'm like, why do you want to take this course? I'm like, no, I just want to take a course. With what you have to do now, with where you are in your life, how important is this? How would it help you to reach your goal? And now it tells you that the person did not even have a goal. Immediately someone proposed something, they jump on it. And it will help you to stay grounded, to hold on, to build. A lot of the times we don't get the most out of life because we don't stick to the end. We don't finish, we don't carry it through. We start things, leave it, jump to the next one, start, leave it, jump to the next one. Because we don't even have a clear goal. Every great man and woman on earth did not just wiggle their way through life. They were very intentional. They knew what they were doing. And this is not me saying that I have it all figured out. But at least I have a picture that I know I'm walking towards. I have a vision and I'm walking towards that vision. I have a destination. I know there is somewhere I'm going to. So I do things, I take decisions about my life that propels me towards that decision. You have to be very intentional with the people you keep around you. You have to be intentional with your finance. I'm just going over it again. You have to be intentional with your goals and your dreams and your vision. You have to get intentional. If you want to be the best, ask yourself, what does it take to be the best? If you truly want to be the head that the Bible talks about, what does it take to be the head? It's not a joke. There is a price to pay. And you say, okay, this is what it takes for me to be the best. This is what it takes for me to be outstanding. Now let me start doing those things. That's the only way you will be the head. That's the only way you will be the best. You cannot be best at something by just doing it anyhow. Again, you cannot reach a destination that you have not seen. Sin is not physical, sin is in your head. You cannot achieve a goal that you did not set. If you want to harvest, you must plant. If you want to reap, you must sow. These are life principles. So in as much as we can motivate one another, we have to start getting down and doing the work. We have to get clear on what we want out of life. If you say you want to be happy, what's happiness to you? If you say you want to be prosperous, you want to be rich, what is prosperity to you? My coach always says, let's go back to etymology, which is the definition of things. Go back to the definition. If you want to be a good friend, go and define what is a good friend. Define a good friend. And then now you look at the things that you need to do to become a good friend, because you will not just be a good friend because you're a friend. Because I'm just... No, it doesn't work like that. And this is a message that I tell myself. There are goals that I've set for myself. I want to achieve those goals, and I really have clear intention about them. It helps me. It's like a guide that leads you to a destination. It's like the pillars that you have to hold to get to that place that you want to go to. Because if you are not clear on them, if you are not intentional, you will start a journey here and end in a place that you did not even plan to get there. And then you start asking yourself, how did I get here? How did you get here? You were not intentional about where you were going to. Let's get intentional with our lives. Let's get intentional with our relationship. What do you want to make out of relationship? What do you want to make out of with the people in your life? What is important to you? People just wake up and they are just living. What are your intentions with your time? How do you spend your time? You cannot say you want to be happy, but you spend your time doing things that make you unhappy. You cannot say you want to be productive, but you spend your time doing things that are unproductive. If I wake up and I start my day with clear intentions, it helps me a lot. When the days that are most productive are the days that I set clear intentions in the morning or the night before. And journaling has helped me. So when I wake up in the morning, I write down what I need to do. And because I've written it down and I've conditioned my mind that this is what I have to do, this is what I have to do, this is what I have to do, it also helps me manage my time. So by the time I'm sitting and scrolling and I ask myself, is it that you have 3 things to do, you cannot be scrolling? I keep the phone down and I go and get it done. If not, before you know, you say, let me pick your phone and say, let me check WhatsApp. And then you check the WhatsApp and then someone puts a link and then you go to Instagram. Before you know, you have gone down this rabbit hole. Then boom, at the end of the day, you start asking yourself, what did I even do with my today? I don't even know how the day passed there. I don't even know. Can you imagine we are already in September? The way they hear the fly. You see all of these things because you did not set intention for the year. You did not have a goal. You did not have a plan. You were just living. If we have to make the most out of life, we have to be intentional. In everything you do, you have to be intentional. Your happiness will not come by chance. You have to be intentional with the energy. You have to be intentional with the things you say. You have to be intentional with the things you listen to. You cannot say you are preserving your peace of mind, yet you are on blogs and news pages that are constantly feeding you with negative energy. No, then you are not really setting yourself up for success or for that peace of mind that you really crave. So let's begin living an intentional life. Let's give intention to our everyday, to our time. to the things that really matter to us. Let's build intentional relationships. Let's focus on the things that really matter to us. Let's not allow time just pass us by. And then we don't know, we cannot give account of our time. A lot of the times, the reason why we cannot account for our time or our finances is because we're not intentional with them. You just spend. You're like, oh my God, salary came and it just passed. Oh my God, I don't even know what happens to my finances. Because sometimes we don't even know what happened because we are just spending, we are just living like that. So if we have to make the most out of life, we have to give the most of us. We have to get clear. We have to be intentional with everything that concerns us. And that was it for today's video. Let me know what you think. I love you all. Let's continue to grow. Let's continue to spread love. Let's continue to do the work, because life doesn't just happen. We have to do the work to squeeze the best out of life. We have to do the work. Enough of talking and not doing. We have to start taking action. We have to start being intentional. And that was it for today's video. I hope it helps someone. Let me know in the comment section. My name is Zita, and thank you so much. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please go ahead and subscribe. Click on the notification bell so that each time we post a new video, you are going to be the first to know. Thank you, and have a good day.